Imagine you are in an empty room, alone, and you hear a whisper, or simply sense a presence when no one else was inside. According to our folktales, this may be a spirit or Atma. For centuries, humanity has grappled with the unsettling idea of restless spirits, souls that linger bound to our world. But why? What keeps them from finding peace and moving on to the next life? Hello, everyone, and welcome back to a brand new season of The Fourth State. Today, we journey into a realm that has fascinated and perhaps even frightened humanity for centuries, the world of restless spirits. We've all heard stories, haven't we, of souls or atmas that simply refuse to move on. But why? What truly binds them to our world? Is it unfinished business or something far more complex? Before we dive in, a quick note. The stories and beliefs that we'll be discussing today are deeply rooted in ancient folklore, mythology, and traditional spiritual concepts from various cultures. These are not presented as personal opinions nor as scientific facts, but rather as fascinating insights into how different societies have understood the unseen world throughout history, and that's our aim at the fourth state. We will explore these rich cultural narratives and the incredible concepts within them. I am K. Kumar, screenwriter and author of 9 best-selling books, including India's Most Haunted, Daiva, Dakini, Dakma, and Naga. In this episode, we will uncover unbelievable lore from India and across the globe, exploring the chilling reasons why some spirits are said to be restless and how their presence has shaped beliefs and practices for ages. Let's begin with that fundamental question. Why are the spirits of the dead often seen as hostile or restless or as haunting? Think about it. In many primitive beliefs, a stranger was always seen as an enemy. So it's perhaps not hard to understand why a departed spirit, having left its own world and supposedly joined an invisible tribe of souls or atmas, would be considered potentially unfriendly to those left behind. It's a fascinating, almost logical extension of early human social rules. And it's not just strangers, even the spirits of beloved family members and friends who are normally considered kind are said to become restless and hostile if they feel neglected and are not properly appeased. Their peace, it seems, often depends on our remembrance. But the most widespread reason for a truly restless, often vengeful spirit in almost every culture is a sudden or tragic death, which is called akala mrityu in Hindu culture. Imagine a soul violently taken from its body against its will or someone dying before their destined time. These spirits carry an angry longing for revenge from the next world. And crucially, if proper funeral rites aren't performed, these souls are believed to be trapped, unable to find peace. In ancient Greek mythology, for instance, the unburied ghosts were condemned to wander the banks of the mythical river Styx for 100 long years, unable to cross over to the afterlife. In Chinese folklore, we have something called the hungry ghosts. These are spirits of people who died violently or went without proper burial, or who have no descendants to make offerings. They are doomed to wander the world with unsatiable hunger and thirst, which is a direct consequence of unfulfilled needs or lack of proper rituals. From the Japanese folklore, we have the chilling Onryu and Yurei. These are female spirits said to be restless due to immense suffering, deep injustice, or betrayal during their lives. Their negative emotions bind them to the living world, seeking resolution or revenge. And these are very similar to the Chudails and Yakshis of Indian folklore. Now let's bring in a crucial perspective. What do Hindu scriptures and Indian folklore say about the soul and why it might appear restless? In the Hindu belief, the soul or Atman is considered eternal and indestructible. It's not born, it doesn't die. Instead, it's believed to be bound by the great cycle of samsara, which is reincarnation moving from one body to another based on its karma, the actions performed in each life. And the ultimate aim in Hinduism is moksha, liberation from the cycle to achieve ultimate peace. So, if the soul is eternal and destined for samsara or moksha, why would it seem stuck or restless as folklore describes? Hindu scriptures suggest this isn't necessarily about haunting a house or a physical plane, but about being stuck in an undesirable state or yam within its journey in samsara. In fact, our scriptures suggest that strong attachments, unfulfilled desires, or unresolved emotional bonds from a past life can bind the soul, preventing its onward journey or leading to rebirth in specific circumstances. Grievous actions or a sudden untimely death or a kala mrityu can disrupt a soul's natural karmic path. This might lead to it being stuck in a transitional, often suffering astral state or a lower realm until its karma is balanced. These are the Preta spirits often mentioned in our folklore, believed to be suffering and seeking resolution. The performance of Shraddha ritual is considered crucial in Hindu belief. These rituals provide comfort, feed the spirits, and aid the departed soul's smooth journey through various realms, helping it move towards its next destination or even towards moksha. It's a profoundly intricate system designed for the soul's ultimate peace. So, what happens when these restless entities interact directly with us? The separable soul theory, about which we will talk in another episode, helps explain some truly terrifying encounters, especially during sleep. Those horrifying nightmares you sometimes experience, our folklore often attributes them to strange, malignant ghosts occupying your body while you dream. It's an intimacy of haunting that is truly chilling. In Indian folklore, we have specific examples. The Korwas of Mirzapur believe a dangerous female ghost called Raya attacks people's joints at night, causing rheumatism. Even more chillingly, sometimes these night ghosts are believed to take on the forms of terrifying animals, tigers, wolves, or bears, hunting a person down in their sleep. And trust me, these beliefs aren't just limited to India. Consider these global examples of malevolent restless entities. In Norse mythology, we have the Draugr. These are undead, often greedy or evil spirits who guard their burial mounds. These are not zombies. They are powerful. They retain their human intelligence and are said to plague the living, causing madness, illness, and general bad luck. Even in Islamic folklore, there are the jinn or shayatin who are believed to interact with humans, causing mischief, fear, and even possession, sometimes blurring the lines with human restless spirits, causing immense distress. From the unperformed rites of the dead to the philosophical concept of samsara, and from the chilling legends of the Draugr and the jinns to the dreamscapes where our souls wander, the concept of the restless spirit or the bhatakti atma is a perfect example to humanity's enduring quest to understand death, justice, and the unseen. These aren't just scary stories and superstitions. These are windows into deeply held cultural beliefs, ancient fears, and the attempts of our ancestors to explain the unexplainable, to make sense of a world far beyond our own immediate senses. Did any of these beliefs about restless spirits surprise you? What fascinating lore about restless souls exists in your region or your family's traditions? I'd love to hear your insights and stories in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the Four State for more fascinating explorations into the world of ancient folklore, mythology, and modern paranormal. Until next time, stay curious. May the ghost be with you.